So Raw this week I thought was a very good show. Some great storyline progression. But there is one news story that is dominating everybody's thoughts right now coming out of Raw. Sasha Banks and Naomi, we got all the news here. This is things you might have missed. And before we get started with the video, make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So the truly shocking news coming from Raw is that both Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of the show. This is insane. We know at the start of the show, WWE advertised a 6-pack challenge involving Naomi and Sasha. During the show, it was changed to be just Asuka and Becky Lynch. Well, WWE has even gone as far as to issue this statement, which is insane. They never do stuff like this. I won't read it all out, but if you want to, you can obviously pause the video, rewind, etc., and read the entire thing yourself. It's nuts. WWE going as far as to talk about the fact that Naomi and Sasha are not doing and fulfilling their contractual requirements to WWE. This could literally be the end of the road for both Sasha Banks and Naomi. It looks like they pissed off someone backstage at WWE big time. There was a major falling out apparently involving their plans for tonight creatively. And basically Sasha and Naomi, in WWE's words, didn't want to work with two women involved in this match. Whether it's Doudrop and Nikki, whether it's Becky and Asuka, or a variant of the four, it's insane news. Apparently, so the dirt sheets are saying anyway, the moments we saw between Becky and Adam Pearce when they changed the match, etc., was all filmed on the fly because of the reaction of both Sasha and Naomi walking out of Raw. I have watched WWE for a hell of a long time, and we've always heard of backstage disagreements. I can't remember people legitimately just walking out, and then WWE referencing it on the show with the commentary with Becky Lynch, and then even issuing a statement regarding it. I've never remembered that in my entire wrestling fandom life. And I wonder if it could be a work. It's a very strange one. And I actually don't think it is. I think this is a very serious matter that WWE know the internet are talking about. So they have to release their side of the story for. But let me know your thoughts about Sasha and Naomi walking out in the comment section down below. Let's move on to more stuff that actually happened on Raw. Alexa Bliss has a brand new theme song. I like it. I thought it was actually okay. Obviously, we like Alexa Bliss's old theme, so it will take some time to get used to. But she had the match tonight with Sonya Deville. Sonya very dominant throughout the match, but Alexa Bliss still picking up the win. I think they are completely reintroducing Alexa Bliss as a new character. I think we are supposed to forget everything we knew before and just focus on the change and what we see today. Now, the big news, Sonya Deville, after the match, confronted the referee, and, well, she slapped him. And that's a big no-no. You do not slap an official. Now, do I think Alexa Bliss still has a dark side? I honestly don't know. It all depends how WWE play this out. We know the whole stuff with a therapy session and taking away the Lily doll. We'll have to wait and see. We started Raw with an epic steel cage match. Do you know what? It was really fun. Obviously, Lashley got hurled through the cage, landing on the cage on the outside of the ring. Obviously got his feet onto the floor, which meant Lashley won the match. Omos, very, very stupid from Omos, but it got a pop. The crowd really reacted to Lashley winning in this way. And it's a way for the feud not to end, of course. I think the biggest news, Hell in a Cell. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. I can't wait for this. This is going to be a banger of a match. Seth Rollins accepting the challenge on Raw. Love the fact that bright red light behind Seth Rollins. Loads of people messaged me about that. I think it just symbolises Raw, but you never know. There was a slight reference to the Fiend when he talked about people changing inside Hell in a Cell. We all know Seth changed from the Hell in a Cell match. And of course, Cody Rhodes used Bray Wyatt's famous line, "See you in hell." Exactly the same delivery kind of as Bray Wyatt delivered to Seth. So very, very interesting. It's why I did the video on Saturday night asking if The Fiend will return at Hell in a Cell, because I knew from this feud people would ask that question, and instantly from that one promo, how many DMs I got was nuts. People believe it. Now, I really like the start of Raw with the commentary team not at the announce table. Instead, they were stood in front of the steel cage. They should do stuff like this more often. It was just a different view. Now, obviously, Liv Morgan is officially too sweet. I think we all officially saw this coming though, right? If you didn't, over the weekend, WWE actually played it out at a house show. Obviously trying it out before they put it onto Raw's television show. I have to say though, the storytelling I really liked. Earlier today, we actually saw Liv Morgan backstage on Raw. Yes, there are purple lights still behind Liv Morgan. But not only that, she then chose to join AJ and Finn after taking time to think about it. She didn't just rush into a partnership. She took time to think. I was a bit unhappy that they didn't too sweet her at the start of the match, but we got it at the end. Now, WWE all weekend have been making a huge deal about what Edge said last week about the fact that they're not finished and that they're looking for more members for Judgment Day. Everyone's talking about who could possibly join Judgment Day. Tonight, Edge basically laid the offer out to AJ Styles, which means it's definitely not AJ. It's probably, and I think it's going to happen. Fans have been saying for it a few days now. I think people want it to be Finn Balor. That would be pretty cool. Rey and Dominik Mysterio both return this week on Monday Raw. Great to see them back. Of course, Austin Theory, Veer Mahan and The Miz were basically stacking the odds against Mustafa Ali. A lot of people saying this was punishment for Ali. I don't think so. I think this is his climb back into superstardom, so to speak. Obviously, you know, stacking the odds against him doesn't hurt him. Miz was the referee up against Veer Mahan. Miz was intentionally getting involved in the match without physically getting involved. And I really liked that spot where Miz stepped in front of Ali just before he dived to the outside. Just subtle things were really good. And I don't think it punishes Ali in any way. Ali's getting great time on television. He looked good against Veer, who's been dominant on Raw. And now Ali's obviously got 2 tag team partners for a 6-man tag. When he eventually faces off against Austin Theory, win, lose or draw, he's in a championship feud. It's official! Dominik Dikovic is in WWE 2K22. Not just part of the story mode anymore, he's now a playable character. Go play as him. WWE are making Cody a massive deal. We had a countdown to Cody throughout Raw tonight, which I thought was quite cool. And also, there's a lot of news out there that Cody Rhodes has confirmed WWE is going to be releasing temporary tattoos of his neck tattoo. So if you want to support Cody Rhodes, you can get a really stupid tattoo on your neck too. But at least yours will wash off. Lacey Evans is officially part of the Raw roster coming out tonight. And in the main event, Asuka was able to defeat Becky Lynch. Very successful, very old school Asuka. Great to see. My problem with this, Becky Lynch obviously got misted. The referee's not blind. We've seen referees change decisions because they realise something happened afterwards. Why did he not do it for Becky? Poor Becky Lynch. I thought that was quite funny, and I hope you all understand that obviously this things you might have missed was pretty much dominated by the news of Sasha and Naomi. I have no idea if this is a work. I'm sure the story will develop. What happens Friday on SmackDown could be interesting if they're on the show. We'll obviously know that things have been patched up. If they're not, that could be very, very bad for them and I think for WWE too. Overall, I thought Raw was good. 8.5 out of 10 from me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you are new, turn on those notifications. You'll never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!